So a while ago, about 9 months ago, I made a video showing this seat turning up. I never actually reviewed the seat, I never actually give you any details on it. So I've asked recently, one of my friends asked me about the seat. So basically I'll just give you the lowdown on it. It was £139, it weighs 6 kg, and for me lightness was everything, as I was using this seat in a Toyota Aygo in the Toyota Sprint series. It's not FIA approved, but then it didn't need to be for this series. It just has to be a good seat ready for the purpose. I used it with a seat belt. It was kept in the car, and I drove the car to and from every round that I entered. With the average round being around about 4.5 hours away from me, I spent a lot of time in the seat. Now, I'm only 5'8", 32-inch waist to give you an idea. And it provided me with plenty of support, fantastic on the circuit and pretty good on the way there. But the biggest thing I found was the front pad, which was underneath my legs, underneath my knees. After a certain amount of time, which really started to make my legs go dead, a little bit dead, give you the old pins and needles feeling, which is not something that I've had before. I used an OMP TRS seat and it didn't have the problem with my legs. However, it was really uncomfortable and my back was in agony by the time I got there. So this seat is a fiberglass seat, not a steel frame, which helps, which makes it a lot lighter. And again, like I say, lightness is everything when you've only got 67 horsepower. I'm not sure I would put it in a bigger or better car, but for the purpose, I can't really complain. And also for the price, it's fantastic. If you're doing any MSA events, this seat's not for you. As you can see, I did fit it with the seat belt, and again, was not a problem. It provided plenty of support across my lap. The car I used did have some minimal modifications, but still quite a tippy car, so the support was everything. The support was brilliant. I would highly recommend it. I think for the money that they cost, you can't really go too far wrong. While I'm sure other seats do better things, especially if you're using harnesses and cages and all the rest of it. If you're on a budget, which a lot of people are when they start getting into sprinting, especially if you join something like Toyota Sprint and you bought a cheap car, then I would honestly say this is a seat for you. Or you can spend a few extra pounds and get the next one up, which I believe is FIA approved. So a little bit of a sensible video here for you, which is unusual for me, but I'd highly recommend this seat. I'd say if we're going to score it out of 10, I'd probably give it a sort of 7.5 out of 10 if it wasn't for the dead legs thing. But other than that, pretty good seat. So also, I'll give a quick plug to the Toyota Sprint series. It's in its 10th year this year. So if you log on, you can see the website here and get yourself along. Fantastic. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's actually run by the Javelin Group now, but brilliant. Cheap way of getting into motorsport. I mean, let's be honest, we know how expensive motorsport can be these days.